Saint Mother Teresa was born in Albania, while Saint John the 23rd's peasant farm family lived near Bergamo, Italy, not Florence or Rome. Civil rights icon John Lewis grew up in rural Alabama, and Mexican American farm worker advocate Cesar Chavez lived in Delano, California, not San Francisco or Los Angeles. They're all examples of the message of today's Gospel of John. Prophets and saints often originate in seemingly unlikely places. If we seek to identify God's messengers in our time, we better look beyond the billionaires in venture capital firms and the alumni clubs of Ivy League universities. You're more likely to find a modern prophet, such as Father Greg Boyle, S.J. of Homeboy Industries, working in a barrio than a boardroom. So, what was the problem with Galilee that led the Pharisees to reject Jesus because no prophet can come from Galilee? A couple of sources that I checked noted that Galilee is located in the biblical version of our flyover country, where Jerusalem establishment types would find little worthy of exploring. In addition, Judea's strict followers of Jewish law disdained the tendency of Galileans to be more casual in observing the rules because the area had a significant non-Jewish population. They probably attributed Jesus' healing on the Sabbath and socializing with people they considered sinners to his Galilean roots. What else would you expect? Could anyone from such a culture, be a prophet? How could anyone that you wouldn't take to the first century equivalent of a country club have a message worth hearing? And what about us? Most of us would have to admit that we tend to make assumptions about people on the other side of the national divide that allows us to tune them out without listening. I could also be guilty of making such assumptions and refusing to listen to people with whom I disagree. Jesus was an outsider, as most popular prophets and revolutionaries are. By definition, they are willing to risk confronting conventional thinking and challenge the powerful. If much of what Jesus demands doesn't make us uncomfortable, then we're not taking him seriously. We don't hold Galilee against him, but how seriously do we consider potentially prophetic messages from people living in the wrong areas or on the wrong side of the tracks in our own nation and communities? Amen.